Next stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Phoenix International Raceway for the running of the Subway Fresh Fit 500, and it's down to 2 races left in the season for season 8 of the series. Should be a great race here today. On the pole for today's event, it's number 18, Kevin White, on the pole for today's event. And alongside of him, the number 2 of Nick Baxter. Run number 2 has Keith Batson in number 28, and beside him, Charles Samper in 75. Run number 3 has Jeff James in the 21, and Ann Batson in number 3. Then it's Daniel Day in 52, and beside him, Adrian Becker in number 11 in run number 4. And here comes the command to fire him up here at Phoenix.
Drivers, start your engines.
And giving the fire the engines. Run number 6 or number 5 has Jake Williams in the 43, and beside him the 66 of Wes Riddle. Then it's Rohit Baderview in the 90 and Kyle Matthews in the 29 in row 6. Row 7 has Jeremy Mayer in the 22, and beside him Kyle Austin in the 44. 32 laps the distance here today at Phoenix, and after what we saw in the trucks and nationwide race, looks like we're going to have a wild race on our hands here at Firebird, to say the least. Green flag in the air, we're underway. Kevin White on front. Oh, problems in turn number 1. Keith Batson's crashed already. Several cars getting all over the place. Oh my gosh. Can Keith Batson's luck get no worse this season? Kevin White has the lead. He'll lead the field back to the caution. Jeff James, Daniel Days in 3rd, and Batson right now 4th, and 5th is Jake Williams. And boy, poor Keith Batson, his luck looked like it's going to change with a 3rd place starting spot, but so looking at a replay here. He got shoved by the 21 of Jeff James. Now watch what happens. Jeff moves Keith up the track into Charles Samper and Nick Baxter. Charles and Nick both get the wall. Now Keith gets leaned on by his wife Ann. Keith goes back up the track. Nick Baxter hits the wall and then back into Keith Batson and spins Keith around. Adrian Becker hits him in the 11. Whew, Kyle Matthews, how did he not crash was beyond me. Same with Johnny Gardner in the 42. Mike Becker went to turn to the right. That was some heads-up driving on Mike Becker's part. Jacob Lawler, Dylan Poteet, Evan Jones, Luke Walker scattering around all over the place. And Keith right now being scored in the 32nd position, so that's how quick they drop back on the yellow flag. But right now it's Kevin White who leads the race here today, number 18. And I say the way he's been running this here lately, a win may be coming for him soon, possibly. We'll see. Whether it be today at Phoenix or not, we'll see what happens here. The green flag back in the air. We're back underway here at Phoenix. 5 in the books, 27 to go. And oh, Daniel Day and Jeff James touching coming out of turn number 2. Meanwhile, Daniel Day goes inside for the lead now on Kevin White, and he's got Ann Batson in the 3 shoving him. And still looking for her first win of the season. I never thought I'd be saying this with her. One of the top drivers in this series. And Daniel Day takes the lead, but here comes... Let me guess, we're under caution. Yes. And it looked like it was Adrian Becker in the 11 this time that crashed. Or spun, whichever happened. Yeah, her and Wes Riddle touched coming out turn number 2. Meanwhile, I thought I saw this man spin right there too. That's Joshua Osborne. That's another guy who's had hard luck this year. Joshua Osborne in 26. I think he and Jeremy Doobie got together at the same time Becker and Riddle got together. Joshua about turned Nick Baxter around in the 2. And then about that time, yep, Jeremy Doobie turns Joshua around he goes. And sends Joshua on a 80-mile-an-hour slide. Joshua, lucky for him, didn't hit nothing. He gets it back going, loop-de-doo, and just around he goes and just gets it back going again. I say Joshua, all in all, is not really pleased with Jeremy Doobie on that little move, but... Field rounding turn number 4 as we're about to get the green flag here. It'll be 21 laps to go here at Phoenix International Raceway. Field coming to start finish line. Green flag back in the air. We're underway. Jeff James moving and Batson up the track. And Jeff James now goes to the lead. It goes to the 3rd spot, I should say. Jeremy Mayer and Jake Williams shoving him. Meanwhile, Daniel Day holds the lead currently right now. 3 wide, Jeremy Mayer for 3rd spot. And Ann Batson and Jeff James, close corners racing here happening on the backstretch. Ford versus Chevrolet. And Ann will take the spot away from Jeff James. Now goes outside of Jeremy Mayer for the number 3 spot. Problem, of course, being on the outside, though, you don't get the... Problem is being on the high side, though, you tend to get freight trains. Meanwhile, Kevin White goes inside for the lead. Nothing doing. Jeff James, or nothing doing, excuse me, Daniel Day will take position, will keep position. Oh, and the leaders have crashed. Jeff James and Daniel Day have all crashed. And Rohit Vandermeer's turned. And now we got a mess in turn number 3. Meantime, who's going to win the race back to the start-finish line? It's Jeff James. No, careful, guys. And Nick Baxter's turned. What the heck? What is going on here at Phoenix, Arizona? Well, it all started with the leaders, and I'll tell you, we've been seeing leaders crash each other a lot in this trio of races here at Phoenix. And it's Kevin White and Daniel Day this time, and they crash each other. Jeremy Mayer hits him, and Jeff James and Ann Batson had to get on the binders. Then that was no harm, no foul really for Daniel and Kevin. But now watch what happened to the 90 of Rohit Baderview. Whew, Tanner Doobie just missed hitting Kevin White. And they got strewn all over the place here trying to avoid the wreckage. And Daniel turns Rohit into the wall. And Jack Richards misses him in a 6. And then Ty Sheets, Kyle Austin, and Charles Jackson. But Charles Sandberg didn't miss it, and neither did Wes Riddle. And all of a sudden we had a mess in turn number 3. Jacob Lawler crashes into them. Luke Walker, he missed him right there, yeah. Dylan Poteet misses it. Joshua Osborne missed it. And I don't believe that anyone got damaged. And Osborne picking up spots like it's nothing, avoiding that crash, but... And there was Charles Samper smoking bad. Pace car's lights are off, and we're about to get the green flag here on lap number. It'll be 19 laps in the books and 13 to go here at Phoenix International Raceway. I still want to call this Firebird Raceway, but Jeff James leads the race here. Ann Batson in second, Dalton Day third, Jake Williamson fourth, and Cody Lamas currently fifth. And here comes Ann Batson inside for the lead. Ann Batson is yet to win this season. And she takes the GM Goodwin Chevrolet out in front. Very few times have we seen this little scene in season 8. But... And let me guess, under yellow again. Yep. What a shock. It's Daniel Day once again. Yeah, and it was more than just Daniel Day this time. Oh, gosh. Joshua Osborne again has crashed. Yeah, Evan Jones comes down on Joshua and puts him hard in the wall, blatantly lifts the rear wheels off the ground of Joshua's car and gets hit by Pichu London, Bobby Ogo, Daniel Day. And Rohit sideswipes Evan Jones. So, but it gets set for more green flag action here. We'll have 24 laps in the books and 8 laps remaining here at Firebird. Or here at Phoenix International Raceway. The green flag back in the air. We're back underway. Ann Batson leads. Jeff James second. Third is Dalton Day. And now here comes Jeff James inside for the lead. Jeff James turns Ann Batson. He hits Cody Lamas and Tanner Doobie. And now Cody Lamas inside for the lead on Dalton Day. Out of corner number 4, Dalton leads the lap. And Charles Jackson got involved in the crash as well. Nope, that was oh my gosh. But Jeff James, watch this, just blatantly turns Ann Batson and bunny hopped a little bit. And Ann comes back, hits Johnny Gardner. One of our points contenders. Charles Jackson's crashed. Oh my gosh. Kevin White nailed Dylan Poteet all the while. Wes Riddle flips Johnny Gardner over. Stephen Pollard III's crashed. Jacob Lawler, Kevin White, Austin Ogo, Keith Batson. And that was our championship leader too, Johnny Gardner. Oh gosh. He's not going to be happy with all this neither. On board with Johnny Gardner, number 42. And you know it's bad when you're in view is the perfect view of the concrete. Yeah. Pace car comes out of corner number 4 though. We're gonna have a 3-lap shootout here at Phoenix International Raceway. Can Dalton Day get his first win of season 8? We're about to find out. Cody Lamas in second. He's hungry for a win too. Jake Williams, Jeff James, and Tommy Hernick the top 5. Here we go. Williams inside of Lamas. No, Jake Williams close right in a hurry. Here to come out, turn number 4. 2 to go. And we're under yellow again, looks like. Oh, Kyle Matthews, number 29. I tell you, cautions breed cautions, and yeah, Kyle gets. Yeah, now he gets blatantly, he gets the wall game put on him by Jeremy Mayer in the 22, and so a lot of guys blatantly turning each other in the wall. This garage area is gonna be Clint Boyer versus Jeff Gordon times 10, 20, I don't know, but yeah. I don't know, it's going to be a lot of fights, let's put it that way. But the field came out to number 4, so and winning the race back to the start-finish line, and winning today's Subway Fresh Fit 500. Finally in Season 8, the win goes to Dalton Day. Car number 20 wins today at Phoenix International Raceway. There it is. Dalton Day has won the Subway Fresh Fit 500 in a hooligan race per se, but the first win in the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, and actually Dalton's first win in anything but car number 17, as a matter of fact. But what a drive for Dalton Day. After the disappointment in the nationwide race and the truck race, and then he wins here in the Cup race. Average speed 64.958 miles an hour. Dalton Day wins today. Second was Cody Lamas. Third, Jake Williams. Fourth, Jeff James. Tommy Hernick, Nick Baxter. There's your finishing orders right here. Nick Baxter, Drew Austin, Jack Richards, Ty Sheets, and Ryan Cooper to top 10. Then it's Kyle Austin, Nicole Williams, Mike Becker, Jeremy Doobie, Evan Jones, Samuel Ogo, Wes Riddle, Stephen Pollard III, Daniel Day, Rohit Baderby the top 20. And on down in the points. And on down. There's the rest of your finishing order here at Phoenix. 14 cars out of the race. Kyle Matthews, Tanner Doobie, Luke Walker, Jacob Lawler, Charles Jackson, Dylan Poteet, Johnny Gardner, Ann Batson, Kevin White, Austin Ogo, Peachy London, Joshua Osborne, Bobby Ogo, and Charles Sanford. All because of crashes except for Charles Sanford with a piston problem. But Dalton Day takes the win here today at Phoenix. A nail biter indeed, that's for sure. And here's your points with one race remaining. Cameron Gilson has a 50-point lead, actually. So I'm not mistaken. Johnny Gardner was actually not the leader, and the points coming in, excuse me on that one. Cameron Gilson has the lead now, and the points by 50 over Ryan Cooper. Johnny Gardner, 53 back, so really a three-man chase for the championship. Tanner Doobie is in 4th position right now. Kyle Matthews, Dalton Day, finally with a win this season. Rohit Baderby, Evan Jones, Jeff James, and Jeremy Mayer are the top 10 in the points chase. And also a battle for Rookie of the Year honors for the championship is Rookie of the Year honors. Goes to the top finishing rookie in the points, and right now your leading rookie is Tanner Doobie in 4th, and 4 points ahead of Kyle Matthews. So that's your leading rookies in the points chase, and Rohit Baderby is actually 14 back, maybe I think, yeah, of Tanner Doobie for the top rookie. So we'll see, yeah. And on down to the rest of the order in the points, yeah. Last race on tour will be at Homestead Miami Speedway, the Ford EcoBoost 400 for Ford EcoBoost Championship Weekend. Don't miss it.